He's a tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. I'm on top, number here to you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works for the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. To the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Well, good evening. Welcome back to VP4TV. The answer to your question, Cobra, is I don't know. I was still at work. I wasn't going to make it home yesterday to catch that match, so I sent him a message via VP4 to tell him I won't be streaming it, and thought no more about it, and got home to see it was forfeited. Haven't seen Coldest Pillow online yesterday or today. We might find out at some point. Right, give me a quick second. I don't know. Steve's not said whether he's coming in or not, but I'll double check and see whether he's there. Yes, he is there. Good afternoon. Good evening to Steve.
Good evening.
Now, first of all, I've got to say that the match we have tonight is a round 3 match between Spud Boy and Larry, both from the States. I can't comment on how Spud Boy played against Tommy because I never got to see the video. But to me, it's probably Spud Boy's best result he's ever had in a big tournament like this because nobody expected him to beat Tommy. We all thought Tommy would be far too good for him. But either Spud Boy was on a very good day or Tommy contributed to his own downfall. I don't know. But anyway, it's asking a lot for him to keep that up to beat Larry. But Larry's going to give him opportunities. 8 balls, we've seen what happens with the break, the dry breaks, etc. It's probably a tall order, but Larry's there for the taking, Spud Boy, if you want it.
Yeah, it sounds like Spud Boy's getting better. I mean, you know, he plays a lot. He comes in the streams, and you know, I think he probably learned something from the streams.
Well,
I mean, you're bound to get better even if you don't practice or do drills. If you just play a lot and you kind of pay attention, you watch what other people do, you listen to the stream. I mean, he must be getting better if you beat Tommy. Well, even if Tommy played bad, I think it still means he got better.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that keeps up or whether he's going to fold like a wet piece of lettuce. We'll find that out. Quick mention, Steve. Friday night 9-ball was a sheer disaster. Obviously, the clocks changed our time, so it was an hour earlier. Your clocks have gone back today, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Yeah. So that means that
I already changed the time of the tournament for next week.
Right. Well, because we only had 2 in it, and that was Larry and Slim in the final. Now,
I also changed it so it wouldn't go unless there's 4 people.
Yeah. One idea was that, and now this is obviously for everybody else to contribute their thoughts, but Slim's idea, I said to Slim that back in the day, Friday night 9-ball used to just be single elimination for a start. And that was it, you know. And we always had plenty of people in it. We never struggled to get people in it when we played it in VP3. So it might be an idea to try it on single elimination. I don't know, races to 9, as Slim thought. Maybe races to 9 all the way and races to 9 in the final and see what happens. Still a handicap tournament, obviously, but double elimination, I don't know whether that's affecting it. I haven't a clue. People might think the odds are a wee bit better because it's single elimination. I don't know, but something needs to be done to try and generate more interest from people. There seems to be an incredible amount of apathy for people to actually get into the damn tournament. So I don't know how to get around it, but you can't have a tournament, Friday night tournament, which is more than 20 years old, with just 2 people in the bloody thing. It was a joke.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could try something else. We can certainly try single elim. It's easy to do.
Right, anyway, we are right on the top of the hour, so this room should be going up. Races to 11, remember, on the winner's side. We'll have the lag for the break. I'll need to change the cloth colour, probably. And me and Larry won the 8-ball doubles that nobody plays in on Saturday nights as well. Nobody plays in that. It was like getting blood from a stone to get that tournament to go ahead. But
should I change the time for that too? You need to send me an email, tell me which ones to change, because right now I've only changed Friday night 9-ball.
Right. Well, it's easy to tell you what ones to change. Change Saturday night doubles. Put it back to the hour later. To give more people a chance to get signed up. It won't make any difference. So Monday night, 9-ball Scotch doubles. It needs to go forward an hour because it's now at 6 p.m. my time. But I don't think it's going to make a great deal of difference, Steve, to be honest with you. It's always a struggle to get people in the tournaments. Right, the room is up. They're probably started after all of that. Right,
yeah, it's
so
Larry's break.
let me just wait until the yeah, well,
And
there
that
we
looks
go.
dry, I think.
Put it to blue. Miscellaneous.
Well, this is an interesting layout here. This is kind of a mess. This is a tricky rack. I think you got to take stripes, but this is no easy run out here. This is the kind of run out that you really got to have good cue ball movement and good patterns. I mean, this is very doable, but it's not easy.
By the way, Cobra's asking about the snooker sink issue. Well, that's definitely an issue. I've got another issue as well and another query with you, Steve. In these tournament finals, I've noticed it recently, and it might be recently because I went to the 64-bit version, that when it's like the 9-ball Scotch doubles, for example, when we've played the final, it's a recorded match, obviously. It goes on to the watched section of the internal browser. But I've been hung in the room every time these matches are finished, and it happened on the 8-ball doubles final last night as well. Whenever the match finishes,
to doubles or recording, or what is it specific
I think it's specific to the recording of the final. I won't put it down to the fact that it's just doubles. Everybody else seems to be okay to leave the room, but I'm stuck in the room and it hangs for like 15 seconds, and then eventually it just, I eventually get out the room. It kicks me out eventually, but it seems to be happening all the time.
Well,
so if
other people are on the 64-bit, right? Is anybody having trouble at, like tournament finals when it's recorded? Is anybody having trouble like Hugh's talking about?
I don't know whether there's enough folk here to even
says
confirm
11
or deny
watching
that
right now.
Yeah.
Cobra,
Anyway.
I need to do the update. That's the problem. I need to actually make the update real, and I'm close, but there's a lot of complexity. I made it so that the fonts can download. I made it so that the languages can download. In other words, if I do another translation, I won't have to put a new version out. I can download the languages. So I still have to test some of that. It's been quite a journey on this.
Something just crossed my mind there about that match that Spud Boy had with Tommy. By all accounts, according to Slim, I think that Spud Boy was getting inside Tommy's head. Now, there might have been people there watching that match when it was played. As I say, I never got to watch it, and I couldn't find it in Slim's channel when I looked on the day that it actually happened. But anyway, Spud Boy, because there's not a shot clock, Spud Boy has been, let's just say, taking his time. And I think Tommy was getting frustrated with it and probably sort of didn't control himself, which was probably part and parcel or added to the reason he ended up losing as well.
Could be.
He got inside his head.
One interesting thing this rack is Spud Boy took solids, which was a surprise because the solids weren't as good as the stripes. I'm not sure what his thinking was there.
Well, this isn't a dead set combo. That's he's had to make it.
But the stripes were sitting better. The 7-ball was a big problem for the solids.
Now I'm just wondering whether that 11-ball goes. It does. If that was me, I'd be taking the 11-ball right now.
I'm going to
because
agree. I'm going to agree with you there. Get it while you can.
because you probably won't get on it again. There you go. Catches a little point, and I was thinking it might just nudge the one and hold for the 13, so he'd a follow-up shot after it. So
I was kind of thinking he'd shoot that in the corner. You know, it's not a back cut, and the corners are more generous, and he had the 5 to run in to hold it for the 15. I was kind of surprised he just didn't shoot it in the corner.
well, I think
What do you think,
idea.
Cobra? Cobra, you would have shot that in the corner, wouldn't you?
Well, I think his whole idea was holding it with that one ball. Try to use the one ball just to take the running off the cue ball.
No, I mean, he could have shot it in the corner and taken the run off with a 5 ball. I thought that was an easier shot.
Well, Spud Boy has got his problems, namely getting into the gap to get that 7 ball. I mean, there is room. Where's the cue ball going?
Well, at least it goes now. I mean, before he had a ball blocking it.
Yeah, he's going to be running loose here. Why don't you take the one ball into the side, let this run back off the top rail and back up the table, and play a two-way shot from it? Because to me,
no, I like that choice because that was an easy way to get on the 7. I mean, he just missed the ball, but he was on the 7 ball.
Yeah, and I think that the shot I'm talking about would have been a two-way shot as well. If he'd ran short, he could have played the 7, and if he goes too far, he could have played the 4 ball that he's just played. But anyway, he's done it his way.
Well, his way unfortunately included missing the ball, which never does you any good.
Well, this is the one that's going to cause problems, that 12 ball. Now, I don't know whether... I mean, there's not really anything very handy to get to because this other one's tight enough into the side as it is. You got... Well, there's plenty of room.
I mean, I would bank it right now. If it was me, I'd shoot it right now. He was in a perfect spot to bank that 12 ball. It's a very easy bank. You know, the problem with that kind of bank is you got to get on it with a reasonably good angle, and he was perfect on it, and he doesn't shoot it. So now, you know, now he's going to have to try to get back on it, or he's going to try to have to move it, which is, you know.
I think he might get a little touch here.
Yeah, see, that's what the problem with that shot was. It was going to be very difficult to get it to move where you had a shot in another pocket. Well, he's going to play it, follow it in, and this one, the way that 4 ball's sitting, you would think that this should be pretty easy because that 4 ball's deep. And
tongue up.
I think he hit that just a touch too hard. So, and the reason why I say that is if the 12 ball is sliding when it hits the 4 ball, it's like a stop shot. The 12 ball has to turn over and be rolling. So you either hit it easier, or the other way you can get it to roll faster is draw the cue ball because that puts topspin on the object ball. But he hit that where it was like a stun shot of the 12 into the 4, and that wasn't going to work.
It's a pretty good shot. Now, this is tricky because this cue ball wants to keep running up the table. He's just got to dink this nice and soft. Nice and soft just to get to the hole, and he'll still have the cut in the 7. Perfect. Now again with this one, get it out into the table, 8 ball into the side. Get it out far enough. That's the rule here. Don't underhit it. I mean...
Yeah, you want to hit this a little right English, kind of help hold the cue ball. As long as you don't dink it, it'll come out. And that's plenty.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I like the way he hit that because nice positive shot.
Well, I think this is what the type of opportunities that... Perfect example of what you have to do in this situation. When Larry's left the ball hanging, you've got 3 balls to pot in the 8 ball, then you've got to do it. And he's done it. So, fair play to Spud Boy. Good start. Pinched it off Larry's break.
Yeah, Spud Boy definitely looks like he's playing better. I mean, that's good. I always like to see people improve.
Well, I'm exactly the same. Yeah, I want to see... I mean, for how many times has Spud Boy been involved in bloodbaths and he's been the recipient of them?
I know,
far too many times.
And he's been saying sometimes, well, I don't know if I'm going to get in this tournament, and because he's getting tired of losing.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, that's what motivates you to play more in practice. Another thing is when you're playing good players like this and you keep playing them, it's hard not to get better.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Bedhead. Yeah, I'm always just rooting for the underdog because I want to see them putting up a decent fight, but I also want to see them using their head and cutting out the numptiness. Now, was that the first bit of numptiness we've just had there? We've got Spud Boy scratching the brake. I think he's scratched in the brake. Oh dear.
Well, this is a tough rack here again. This is a key shot. He's got a couple problems here. I think he'll try to move the 11. The 9 ball he's going to probably, he's going to have to come around and get to. The problem here is coming up with a shot, and he didn't. Well, whenever you're going to hit a draw shot and try to draw it back, and you're going to bump another ball, that other ball is going to take some speed off it. So you got to hit it harder than you think.
No, this is not a bad safety. This, if he just runs onto that 12 ball in the bottom rail there, he'll not leave anything on, I don't think. If he just plays it dead weight to that 12 ball, it might be the middle pockets in the way. That line to get to this 12, you just run it down there, you're not going to leave anything on unless a dodgy cut in the 7.
Well, you can spin this one, play short. I think he can go just past the pocket.
Well, I'd just be running this dead weight. That's a bit too hard. But I think he's still... Yeah, he's only really left he's left a cut in the 2 and a cut on the 7.
The 7 ball, yeah. And
it's a test.
That's pretty juicy looking.
Larry had the right idea. I just think he just hit it a bit too hard. I would have wanted to just roll that dead weight onto that ball.
Look at that. Boy, that was a nice shot. He just
He's left a 3-ball combo.
Yeah, but he just came out. I mean, that thing was very close to being pinned on the 1. That was actually a very good play. It just didn't quite work out for him.
Well, Larry's going to have to get his physics calculation worked out here because this 15 ball has to cut across the 13 ball. And he got the idea, but he didn't quite get it.
Yeah, those shots are never that easy.
Yeah, you'll get 2 balls going opposite directions to try and make the combo. Well, I've got the feeling that we could be in for the long haul here, folks. The way this is going, if we get racks like this, we'll be here for quite a while.
Spud Boy's got one big problem. That's the 5 ball. The rest of this is pretty doable. The 5 ball's a big problem. He's going to have to figure that out. He's going to play safe again. And, this is interesting.
Oh, he's left the gap.
Larry has a 10.
Yeah, he's left the gap. It's a bit straight, but he can pinch this around the corner now.
Let's see. He may have been doing this to Tommy, too. Let me tell you what. You get a lot of safeties on somebody, and that can throw him off.
Just tweak this around the angles now. So the 8 ball's surrounded by solids, but the 8 ball goes clean. So there's one gap that Larry has to get into. And if he leaves that 11 ball or the 9 ball as his last ball, the cue ball's going to the long rail on the right, back out across the table, and he'll be on the 8 ball.
I actually like the 9 last better, but he's not going to have that. I mean, because I think you have a bigger area you can get to the 8 ball. The 11 ball is a little tricky. You got to get fairly straight on that. The area is much smaller.
He's maybe having second thoughts. I think he's now looking at the 11 for a second there.
If this was me, I'd shoot the 11. I'd go 11, 15, 9, just because I think it's going to be easier to get in a spot where you can roll up on the 8 ball. And so now things are going to get tough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second. The 8-ball goes in the corner. I was thinking he had to shoot in the side. Never mind.
No, it goes into the top right. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes in the corner.
That's the line I was talking about, coming into this area here and getting onto the 8-ball.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Yeah, I was thinking that you had to roll forward, and silly me.
No.
Nothing goes easy in the corner.
This.
Yeah, this is simple. Just put a little
Straight
left
across.
English and come across.
Yep, I'll do it. So parity is restored. Now Larry missed one of these last night. A fairly straight in 8-ball, mind you. I must admit I left him a bit far away from it, but he hung it in the jaws, but not this time. So one apiece. That sounded dry as well.
It looks dry.
So we've got, is that two solids married up there? So we've got the 5 and the 1 locked up.
Yeah, the stripes definitely look
Stripes are certainly more readily available. They're going to be hot favourite here. Now, for quite a few players in this tournament,
problem.
Yeah, well, I'd be saying, well, you know, you've a good chance of getting out here. I don't know whether he has now, looking at where he's put the cue ball. Well, I think he might.
He can still shoot the 9. He got a little funny though. So if you're going to shoot the 9, you really want to jack up and kind of spare it, bring the cue ball back, play. You have either the 13 or the 14. He's looking up table a different way.
So Larry's left with the problem.
Yeah, and if he gets behind them, let's see, they still don't really go. They don't go, period. I think he's going to have to move them.
And if that, what ball's that next to the 4? If that ball wasn't there, he would probably have gone for it right now. He'd have probably put that 4 and went off the rail into the back of those two.
Well, you can play the rub. You can play the rub off at 2 rails behind the 14, but that's a tricky shot. Trying to rub off the ball and do that.
Was that a two-way shot there, or did he try and get in? Was he playing for the 4, or did he try and get in behind the 5? I think he's made his mind up here. I think.
I don't think you can shoot the 5 unless you shoot in the side, and good luck with that.
Is it not going up table?
I don't think so.
That goes up table into the corner. Yeah, you can get that. Yeah.
Boy, that's tight. Yeah, it might. There's no bad hit there because it's his ball, so the 1 ball's his. So even if he hits the 1 first, but that's pretty tight.
Good shot. Good shot. Well played.
Oh yeah.
Now, yeah, I don't think I've got my replay working again. Hang on a minute. Keep forgetting this damn replay. Where the hell is it?
Well, Larry got rid of all his problems, so now it's just a matter of finishing the rack up. I think he just got a little funny here, didn't he?
Should be back.
Yes, he did. Boy, this is not where you want to be on this 1 ball. You got on the wrong side of it. That's trouble.
He's going to have to juice this up a bit or does the 3 ball go?
Yeah, the 3 ball does go. Good shot there. Go. He got on it perfect where he can just roll forward. That was real important to get pretty straight on it. He's perfect. So I've got some news. I played pool yesterday. First time since April.
No, you played pool yesterday, and then you tell us what happened.
Oh, well, I mean, I kind of struggled all day. My timing was just not good. But I fought like crazy. I'm a fighter. I got no quit in me, and I play smart.
Now, was this through an invitation, Steve, or did you just suddenly get the notion that I'm going to go and play some pool? Was it a tournament, or
it was a tournament? Yeah, I was playing in a tournament, and a friend of mine wanted to go, and I was like, "Yeah, let's go." I'd like to play more pool, but it's hard traveling because this was, I don't know, 2.5 hour drive each way.
What's your cue ball?
So it got down to the last 4 players. It was Josh Roberts. He's like top 5 in the country. Tommy Kennedy, who won the 1992 U.S. Open, and Johnny Archer, who won the 1999 U.S. Open. So it's 3 great players and Steve. And I ended up in 4th. I lost to I lost to Josh Roberts and Tommy Kennedy. But you know what? I was in both matches. I didn't play well. I was in both matches. I could have won both of them. Just out of sync, you know. I just made too many mistakes.
Yeah.
But
yeah, well, these guys aren't numpty, so that's the thing. I mean, these were quality players in their heyday.
Well, I have to. Well, they're still quality players. I mean, I've got to play good to win, and I didn't. So, but you know, I had fun. It's hard to play good when you haven't played for. I hadn't played for 7 months. Well, you know, and that's the second time I played pool this year, so it was a pretty good result considering. It was still kind of frustrating because I kept missing balls I shouldn't miss, but it is what it is. You know, you can't expect miracles.
Well,
but I had
Spud
fun.
Boy on stripes. It's a bit of a mess up top.
Cobra says Spud and Robbie. Yeah, I agree. Cobra, they're both playing better.
Well,
and this next match coming up with Robbie is going to be pretty good. Who's he playing
I would
again?
say that I think there's certain. Well, I mean, am I picking between the lines here and sort of looking for some sort of excuse? I think that 8-ball actually suits those type of guys. I think they're confident enough to have a fair idea of what they're doing, but I think the factors that have helped players are the break is so unreliable, and making use of the opportunities that you get. I think it's so vital in this game, more so than the obvious 9-ball, that you have to take advantage of those situations, dry breaks, you know, getting ball in hand and all of that stuff. And I think
the
these players, I think these players probably think I'll tell you something else. I think it's psychological. I think these players think that they've got a better chance in 8-ball than they do in 9, and I don't think I'm wrong in saying that. I think they do think they've got a better chance because of how things can even out and either hinder you or assist you. But I think using that psychology, I think it might help them.
I'll tell you, if you want something more guaranteed, the better player I think has a bigger advantage in 8-ball. But you got to play 8-ball the right way.
That true as well, Cobra. The fact that these pockets are tight and anybody can miss a ball on these pockets. Anybody can do it, and it's taking advantage of it.
It's kind of a yes and no. It's a yes and no answer, Cobra, because tight pockets will generally favor the better player, but
it should do, yes.
But okay, you know, I've had better luck in real life beating pros on tighter pockets, and I don't know if it's just because I play well on them or because I might get another chance or something that I wouldn't. You know, the thing is I'll tell you this, probably the biggest thing. Like last night, I'm playing Tommy Kennedy. He makes a 1-ball in the side pocket every time on a break. Me, I'm breaking dry half the time. I lose. Let's see, loser side. It was race to 6. I lose 6-4.
What was it? You were playing 9-ball.
Yeah, he broke way better than I did. So right off the bat, I mean, the match is even if I just break decent. And the reason why it's so detrimental in that tournament is the tables are pretty big pocket tables. If you don't break well on bigger pockets, then you get killed because those guys that you're playing, they're going to break and run out a lot. So if you don't make balls in a break, you're in trouble. On tighter pockets, you can get away with your break not working as well. I'm not saying it's not a huge disadvantage still, but you can get away with it more because guys won't run out as much. And I'm not saying they're missing balls. They may have to play safe or not want to shoot at a ball because of the pockets. So.
Oh, cue ball's gone. Larry, the right idea of clearing the pocket. He called a safety, nudged his ball to brush that stripe away, but the cue ball followed it in. So here's another example of where the mistake's been made. Spud Boy, in his last shot, actually freed up his 11 ball. And he might actually now, what about this 13 ball? That 13 goes. And he could
Spud
be
Boy
out
should
here.
be out here. Yeah,
He could be out here. He's
got to get on this 11 right to get to the 8. This is a key shot here. You'd like to be above the 11 so you can just kind of
I think he might be. He's a bit
6 and shoot it up in the corner.
I think he's a bit scared of this 6 ball. Yeah,
I would try to get above the 6. Even if you bump it, you're okay. I would try to get above it. And to get above it, you had to go forward.
Well,
so now it's tough because, he's going to have to shoot in the side or shoot a bank. He needed to be above it. Then he could have just floated past the 6 and shot it up in the corner. So he's either taking a cut or a bank.
Well, I think he's going to cut this. Good luck for this one.
Well, I mean, it goes. It's just an all or nothing kind of shot. I mean, honestly, if you bank good, it might be an easier shot banking this with the way these pockets are playing.
I think he needs to also. I'd be worried about the cue ball here because the cue ball's good. That's a great shot. That's an excellent shot. And the replay is working. I mean, that is scary, that cut. But he's nailed it. He's nailed it.
So I guess, Cobra, the answer is kind of depends on the players, and break's a big part of it as far as how the pockets change the game. But in general, if all things are equal, break-wise and stuff like that, and the tight pockets should favor the better player.
Well, that's 2 mistakes Larry's made. That Spud Boy has taken advantage of and stuck two racks in the board under his name. So,
Spud Boy's playing better.
He's done everything right there so far.
He's trying to play good patterns, and it looks like his shot making's got a little better. He's definitely moving the cue ball better. He's definitely playing smarter. I mean, a lot of good things are going on for him. I guess I shouldn't have said all that. As soon as you start talking good about somebody, they dog it.
Right. Well, the one issue is up top left. We've got a solid and a stripe married together on the rail. They're not set to the corner. So, but I mean, the thing about that is that there are solids nearby to get a bump. In fact, you actually need to bump that 2 out if you actually take the solids. I think you do. I don't think you can get enough of that 2 ball. It's a bit too tight.
Yeah, he can't get to it here. Well, see, that was his opportunity. He comes out a little more, and then he can cut the 3 in the side and get the 2 out of there. But he ends up straight in on it.
Bolt straight on it. Yeah.
Maybe he thinks he can shoot this.
He's trying to convince himself he can squeeze it. I think he can. Looking at
Boy,
that
is tight. This is tight.
He's landed perfect on it.
We're gonna find out, folks. Yeah, he's trying to throw it. He's trying to spin it.
I think it was a good hit.
I think it was good. We're gonna find out.
Yeah,
I think it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just didn't hit it quite hard enough.
Everything but drop.
Well, you're trying to throw it, and it throws more when you hit it easy. So, I mean, he's trying not to put a lot of speed into it.
Now this is a very good table. I mean, this should be a long rack.
Well, I mean, Spud Boy's got the biggest problem he's got is a 14. So he's got to figure out how to get to the 14.
Well, he could do that right now if he's brave enough to cut the 15 and come across under above
It
that
doesn't take
14.
much bravery. You should never miss the 15, and it's the cue ball's going to go straight across. I mean, that's what I would be doing. I'd shoot the 15 right now.
Well, he could take the 13 or the 11, whatever ball it is he's aiming at there, and check the cue ball to bring inside the 15 and still come across left side like that.
But the other shot was easier.
The other shot was a shot he should have played.
The other shot was now, you want shots that you can shoot them and do nothing with the cue ball, and it's just going to roll across and be perfect.
Already, I'm worried about his pattern here because he's had two opportunities to go over and deal with the problem ball, and now he's missed a 10.
You should have been worried about his potting.
Yeah,
that's the second ball he's missed this rack. But you know, if you're going to miss balls, hanging them up like that, especially how that 10 hung up, because it's hard to follow it in.
Yeah. But that when he was sitting there with that 15 ball, that was his shot. Get right over and deal with the problem ball as soon as you can. First opportunity you can get there and get it done with, and he didn't do it. And he didn't do it second opportunity either. And that's cleared away the problem.
That's smart thinking, playing that way.
Yeah, that's the thing about this type of game as well, as being proactive in a situation like Larry had there. He had a pot, obviously, into the bottom right-hand corner. He thought, if I just spin this up a little bit, I can maybe get a little nudge and just clear that pocket, and that's what he's done. That's being proactive and planning ahead. He's now opened the pocket, and he's got himself pretty good on the 3 ball, because that's the main issue there, is getting that out of there.
He's going to go 3-7-2-5. That's going to be the pattern here, 3-7-2-5. One thing about Larry is he tries to play smart. He doesn't always, but most of the time he makes pretty smart plays.
He's going to have to go 2-5 now, because he hasn't. Well, that's what he's intended to do, because he didn't hit that enough to get to the 5. Now he's got to stay well away from that 15 ball. This is a bit straight though, which is a wee bit of a concern.
Dig into it a little. I would still go forward here, but he's going to dig into it a little.
So, not the best couple of shots that Spud Boy played in this rack, and it cost him. It cost him.
Larry played this out very well. That was,
punishment duly administered, and Larry back into a 3-2 lead. Hang on a minute.
Wow, that's a.
Where's the cue ball going?
There he is.
He don't have a lot of choices here, does he? Oh yeah, I guess he can shoot the 12 if he needs to. He's trying to decide what he's going to do. He's probably going to take the solids, but we'll see.
And looking at it from top down, these again, this looks a very good table. I think
he's going to take the stripes. They're both good.
I think now there's a wee bit of pressure on Spud Boy to see if he can deal with a situation like this. Because this is a
tricky
table.
Because he's got to roll forward to get to 13. And
is he too straight in this thing?
The pocket's looming there. Yeah, he's very straight. He can't play rail first. Yeah, see, he changed his mind. A lot of times, if you have a shot like that that's real straight, what you do is you play rail first. But he's not in a position to do that.
So he's going for solids instead now. I don't think he's
decided he's going to shoot the solids, and boy, this is tight past the 5. I think it goes by, but it's tight.
Oh no, you can get a bus through there.
God,
but is he going far enough? Yeah, he's on the 2.
No wonder I couldn't beat the frickin' pros. I can't see.
Well, Now, what other ball is that? Is that the 9 ball that's there or the 1 ball? So he's got the 1 ball there as well. Now, he could play for a bump here and try and get on that one.
Did, but he hit it. He hit it kind of hard. That was just too much speed. You know, I mean, yeah, he could have hit the ball square, but I mean, that still would have worked if he wouldn't have hit it so hard.
Yeah, you know, either or he's got dodgy bailout balls. I think this 5 ball is the obvious one.
Yeah,
the 4 ball's too tight.
You want to hit this with enough speed, and it should go through the 4 and 14, and then you have the 7. See, he didn't hit it with enough speed. Because see where he ended up? Oh, well, the 4 ball goes. He could have shot the 4. I would have hit that with more speed and made sure it came around the corner. But, of course, it's a moot point when you don't make the ball.
Well, Larry's got the pot in the... Is it the 12 ball up in the rail?
Yeah, Larry's sitting good. You got to do something with the cue ball here.
What do you do here? But why doesn't he just drop this in dead weight and play for one of those balls in the side?
Because he'd rather do that.
All right. Well,
that's a shot where you hit a little spinner with left English and it kills it, and you can just then it just kind of peaks out and you shoot to 13.
I'm surprised he didn't just drop that in and get rid of the 13, open up the middle of the table there. Anyway.
Well, he got lucky because Spud Boy doesn't have much here. I might try to cut the 1 here. And the reason why is if it doesn't go, it's going to block the pocket.
Oh, I mean, he's going to have to hit that hard to get that 1 ball to move, though. I mean, the 1 ball, you'd have to blast it to actually get it to move.
That wasn't very good. He was trying to put him on the 1 ball. It was a good idea, but it wasn't very good execution.
However, Larry does
Larry's
have the
just
issue
making it tough on
with,
himself. That 8 ball's gigantic. It blocks everything but the 10.
Yeah,
I mean, he has 1 shot now.
He might have to end up. I mean, is he trying to squeeze this 10 and get into the cue ball and draw into the 7? No, he's going the other way. He's checking this up.
He's going to shoot the 13 next.
Oh, he's got an angle now. Well, very, very slight.
He's perfect to run into 11 here because you want to hit this with speed. You don't want to baby this.
Let's deal with that.
Could have come out better. That's not wonderful.
Well,
but he does have a shot, but he's in the laundry, right?
Put it this way, Steve. He's still got work to do to get out of here because the table's now got a wee bit uglier with that 11 ball.
It's this is not a done deal.
And he's got a dodgy cut in the 9 into the side.
Yeah, he should make this. You just got to make sure you don't hook yourself with a 1 or 7. You know, that's the thing is you'd like to shoot the 15 next. You got to watch the path the cue ball's on.
It went in off the knuckle. Where's the cue ball going? Is it blocking himself off?
Yep.
Oh, he's got a bailout ball anyway, I think.
He's got the 14, so he's still okay. But he's going to need to get to the 11 right now.
You know exactly where he's going right now. Right in behind that 11 ball. He's got a perfect angle to stun across. He's going to hit it, though. Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. Spot on. And he can just
be much better than that.
Just dink through for the 15 ball next to the 8.
Well, you'd like to get the cue ball off the rail so you shoot a stop shot on the 15.
Well, I think he's fine. I think if he just goes, he might actually go. If he's got an angle,
I would jack up. And
he's going to hold it.
That's what he's doing because that's instant win if you make that ball.
Oh, this is still a blind pocket cut.
Yeah, well, he drew the ball back. He didn't really want to do that.
These knuckles can just jump out and grab that ball. Wee bit of pressure on this, but this to open up the gap, and he's nailed it. So Larry's now got the breakthrough, and he's also breaking. A big swing here in the score.
There's been a lot of tied-up tables. Larry's not breaking that hard, and when you don't break that hard from the side, there's one that opened up. Now that rack exploded.
Yeah.
Did
Nothing went into a logo.
It's like A lot of
I mean,
noise and nothing
it's
happens.
it's not a bad looking table, but these balls just don't want to go into these holes.
Well,
So
I
we've
will
got the 2
say
and 3 as a combo.
it is harder to make balls on the break with tighter pockets. No doubt about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, plenty of proof of that in this tournament. So Larry can really ram home the advantage here if he can control this table. I'll tell a lie, it's Spud Boy at the table, my bad. I forgot Larry broke dry. Well, likewise for Spud Boy, but he's looking at solid 6 ball over the hole. That 2 and 3 are a combo, but the problem's actually getting to them. They're a bit hampered. And the other problem is the 4 ball's isolated up top and guarded by a couple of stripes as well. So
Yeah,
the odds are not great for Spud Boy here, I have to say.
well,
Not
I mean,
great.
the 3-2 combo is not that tough, but the problem you got, or the 2-3, the problem you got is where's the 2 ball going to end up and where are you going to shoot it? That's the problem. Making the 3 isn't hard, but getting a shot on the 2. So what you really want to do is hit that with some speed, so the 2 ball comes across, and you can shoot it in the other corner. Of course, that doesn't really matter since that pocket just got blocked.
Well, Larry will be looking to deal with that with the 9 ball, I would assume, if he gets better on the 9 ball. But I mean, is he going to be any better than he is now?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Larry's going to do. I mean, the 9 ball is a lot like I would actually rather do it with the 14 ball. It's a little further away. It'll get rolling a little better. 'Cause, he had a ball about that distance last time, and he hit it too hard, and it just
Now, was he holding
stopped
for
and
that
hung.
one into the side? I think he was trying to hold for the 15 in the side. He can still pot it.
Let's see, he's going to get stubbish here. Yeah. He got a little stubbish. He didn't hit it real hard, though. Now, there's trouble.
Well, I think he's got a fairly straight. That's a 12 ball. Yeah. Fairly straight. Cue ball's going to run up, or wants to run up the rail, and he'll probably take the 13 while he's up there.
Yeah. He's going to need to get on the 9 where he can ideally shoot it and draw it back and then shoot the 14.
Well, I would suggest that he takes the 13. He's going to have to maybe, I don't know whether he wants to check this cue ball up a bit or whether he wants to stun around the angles and come across. But does he not want to take the 11 next and then get good on either the 14 or the 9? Well, that's what he's doing. He's coming over for the 11.
I would have left
or
the
is
11.
he?
I'd shoot the 9 now, but Cobra's saying leave the 9 in the hole. Yeah, if you can leave it.
Look at the gap. I mean, if he drops the 11, he's got a 14-7 to go straight into that pocket, and that's what he's played for, I think. He might have played for the 9, I don't know.
Yes, so...
he's played for 14.
He's playing for the 14. So this is pretty straightforward as long as you hit it pretty solid. You want to draw this ball. Make sure that the 14 ball is got some spin on it.
Yeah, but I've not been reading the chat.
Yeah,
anyway,
I know you said that some shots ago.
Job done.
If you're going to leave balls over the hole, you got to make sure you leave them far enough out so that it's hard to follow them.
He's just getting to that cue ball a wee bit more than I would have liked. But this for the 3 rack leading, he's overcooked it. There you go. Commentator's eye. Just the worry was the fact that he'd gone a wee bit too far. Well, now Spud Boy has to get wise because this has been let off the hook big time here by Larry.
Yeah, well, this is where,
he's
maybe
got to send this away.
So there's a simple save where you knock the 3 ball off the rail and you use the 3 ball to block the 8. The thing is, if you don't practice a shot, you don't have a good feel for it. That's a dangerous shot.
That's what I was going to say. How confident are you with your mouse control? I mean, that's a shot you don't want to play if you're using a trackball mouse. Let's put it that way.
Well, I was saying this the other day that that's a good shot to practice because it comes up in 8-ball all the time.
And he's trying to just nudge this 2-ball and hold the rail and hold behind the 5.
Yeah, and this is a good shot too. This is pretty simple.
You know, let's see how he executes it though.
That's terrible.
Not good. That was
so
that was awful.
The problem there was he didn't cut the 2-ball enough. He was trying to make it just roll forward. That ball you cut and take the cue ball to the rail. It's much easier to control it that way.
You've got to have full faith in your mouse control that you can deliver those shots and stroke that properly to execute it.
Well, I mean, you need that, but he also shot it in a way that was not the simplest way to do it.
Yeah, but you know, when you count back the, you count back the racks, you think, well, where did it go wrong for Spud Boy? Well, there you go, right there, when he had a great opportunity to take Larry out in that rack, and suddenly he's now 3 behind.
Yeah, I think he'll take solids there.
This is another good table, I think. Pressure's on Spud Boy, but I really, this is the time where if you're going to hang in there, you really have to get out here. You really got to get out.
Now, see, this is showing confidence because he's going to shoot the ball that's blocking the pocket. And, you know, I mean, that's the thing. You got to decide, I'm running out or not. If you're running out, then you should be shooting this ball.
The other scary thing is that 3-ball. That 3-ball looks pretty tight down that rail. It's not on the rail, or is it?
Well, he didn't really want to do what just happened.
Well, I think what he wants to do now is roll this 7 in and get rid of that 3, regardless. I think that's what he wants to do right now. He doesn't want to hang about with that 3-ball sat there where it is. So roll this 7 in. And that's even wiped it sweet as well. And Larry's sitting perfect to dink the 9 in around the back of the 14 if he wants. And deal with those 2 stripes.
I thought wiped its feet, it goes in. That didn't go in. You wipe your feet. So you wipe your feet when you're entering the house. You don't wipe your feet and stay outside.
Larry's played the shot to get himself onto that problem. Might be a bit straight in the 14, but at least he's on it.
Yeah,
he's got a nice angle.
He can just stop it if he wants and shoot the 12 up table.
He's fine. But that's where, you know, players off Spud Boy's level, where they are letting themselves down, because this was a good table to get out on. And
well, I mean, he's playing better, but he's still showing some inexperience. I mean, 8 balls may not be something he's played a lot of.
Yeah, the pressure on these tight pockets as well. You know, see, you're slightly offline, you're catching those knuckles, you're not heading it anywhere into that pocket. But, you know, Larry's done the right thing in this rack, dealt with the 2 problems up top. Now he just wants to actually avoid this 5-ball, I think.
Yeah, he's got
going to make sure by taking the 15 instead.
He's got to decide whether he's staying below or above. He's going to stay below. The only problem with it, well, now he's kind of straight. So now he's going to have to draw the ball, which is nobody's favorite thing to do.
This is a wee bit dodgy if he's going to get a decent angle in this. He's got to watch how he gets into this.
Side pocket, watch out, hooking yourself with the 3.
And see, that's what he's done. He's sort of chickened out. And he's left himself a dodgy cut.
Well, he played to the safe side, maybe a little too safe.
Yeah. Anyway,
he certainly would like it simpler than this.
And this time, not a problem. So it's been a big turnaround now for Larry. Everything's in his favour. Big 6-2 lead. Tall order for Spud Boy to get back in it now.
Yeah, Spud Boy needs to settle down.
Well, a couple of balls this time.
Yeah, this is a great break.
Well, Larry can really drive the advantage home here, probably. Now, I think he might be forced into playing this combo. What do you think? Because obviously the 7 ball ain't going anywhere unless he banks it across the other corner.
I think he almost has to play the combo.
And I think the other problem is that 12 ball.
The 13 may go, but it's right against the rail. Oh, no, it's not. It's a little off it. The 13 may go, but the 12's trouble too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's why he's sort of scratching his head a wee bit, wondering.
Yeah, I think you almost have to shoot this combo unless you feel like you can make that 13 and get a shot afterwards, which could be very tricky.
Well, that other shot he played earlier in the match where he was, he had 2 balls close in the rail. Oops, hang on a minute. What the hell's happened here? Wait a second, folks. Hang on. Bloody mouse is working overtime.
I don't get that move. I guess he thinks he can make the 13. The problem with the 13 and making it is you got to have a shot to shoot after you make it, because it's, again, going to be one of those slow speed things.
We should be back.
Maybe he's thinking he's going to play the 9-7-13. That's another possibility. That's a pretty easy shot.
A long combo, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if that's the case, and of course the other thing is that 12 balls, that's another sort of niggle that's bothering him, how to deal with it now. With the 9 as it is right now, is you not got an angle maybe to try and, let's have a look.
Not really.
Well, not much at all.
That's asking a lot. I don't know why he didn't shoot the 11 and try to play to get on the 9 so he could see this. And here's the problem with this is even if you can make the 13, how are you going to get a shot on another ball? I don't get what he's doing. And at about this point, I think he's thinking the same thing. What am I doing?
I'm not really sure what he tried there. Was he trying to maybe come around and bump the 2 or the 3 and play the 12 up table?
This is, if I was him right now, I'd roll up on the 13. Try to pin him behind the 7, leave him with nothing. That's what I would do right here. Is I'd roll up in the 13, bump it up in front of the pocket, and put the cue ball right up behind the 7.
Larry's going for the bank,
because he's screwed here. He's not getting out here. I mean, he can't bank this. He's got to cut it, and how's he going to get down table?
Well,
and this is not an easy cut. The ball is off the rail, but it's pretty close. I think he can make this, but I don't know how he's going to get a shot.
I'm looking to see whether he could see the 11 there to bank the 11, but he can't get enough of it.
Yeah, he's put a lot of English. He's not going to get past the 2 and 3.
And he's certainly not going to bank anything there now.
No. Yeah, I mean, so that's that I'm going to keep shooting balls mentality that loses you games. I mean, he should have he had a simple safety, bumped the 13 out, put the cue ball right up behind the 7, and he didn't
just
shoot
an instinctive thing with Larry, though, Steve. Too much 9 ball. It's instinctive.
Yeah,
he just keeps going for them.
That whole thing looked bad from day one, really.
No prize for guessing what I would have done. I would have done what you said, Steve. I would have just bumped the 13 to the hole and stuck the cue ball on the 7.
Well, this
rode my luck.
This is kind of do or die here for Spud Boy. He needs to get a win.
Oh yeah,
he's down 6-2. He's got to get out here.
This is a huge fail if he doesn't deal with this situation. But he could have done with sitting better. He's stuck to the rail. He's got those 2 balls in the top half of the table, the 4 and the 6, that he's going to deal with. 1 ball, I'd be thinking about getting to that sooner rather than later, because again, it's sitting awkward.
Well, he can go 2 and then 1 in the same corner. He just shot that ball. He's perfect here. Just hit a stop shot, let the cue ball come out, and then shoot the 1. He's going to go shoot the 3. See, this is where this is where he's just not thinking. Like, that 1 ball is You know, you just can't assume, oh, I'm going to be able to get on this ball, no problem later. You know,
my assumption, I'll say that again. My assumption is he's got a part in his head that it's 7 and out for the one up to the top left-hand corner, then the 2. My assumption is that, because I can't think of what else he's going to do.
The problem is you get funny on this. I mean, the 2 ball was easy to get to the 1, and you had 2 other balls sitting there. He's okay. I mean, this is going to work.
You don't want to be dead straight on this 2 ball like that. He's got a slight angle from the inside, but does he want to really? Is he confident enough to play a stun draw and play the 8 into the opposite side? This is where your confidence with the cue is. You play. See, he's digging down deep, but that worries me because you don't need to dig down deep to play the stun draw. You just have to be confident to hit the ball. But he's actually controlled it not bad. He's just juiced it a bit too much though. Stun draw would have given you much better control than that. And it's slightly past the pocket, this 8 ball, so he needs to have a good look at this before he commits. And he's got it, he's nailed it. Well, that was a must, which he's done. And if he can get a good break here, and, you know, you never know, if he can get a run out here, he's back to within 2. But he's not going to get a ball, I don't think. You just got to live in hope. Right, so Larry's committed to the stripes.
Neither one of these players is a speed demon.
In the process, he's sort of married up the 2 and the 6 for Spud Boy.
I mean, stripes are good. He's got to get to the 11.
Well,
that's a pretty good shot.
Well, you can get to 11, no problem. The 11 ball, you can get to it. That's not an issue. The only worry I would have is, well, I mean, he could be leaving a 15 ball to get down in it and come out into the table for the 11.
I think he'll play for it here.
And the other problems than he's dealing with it now, so... well, I presume he's going to take the 9 instead.
The simple thing is shoot the 11, rub the 4, and then shoot the 9 in the side. But you got to be confident in where the cue ball is going, because you need to get up table.
He's overcooked it. Well, I presume he was playing to get to the 15, or was he playing to get to the 11? We'll never know unless Larry tells us. But he's now in the scenario I was talking about, cutting this 15 and maybe coming up and bumping the 7 or thereabouts.
But that's why I was saying earlier, you need to get to that 11.
Dangerous.
Oh yeah, you can get to it, but there's not that big a spot. Now he's in trouble. He's got to hit this is a have to perform shot. He's got to get the line and the speed right, or he's not going to have a shot.
Oh, and everything that could go wrong with that went wrong.
Well, he could have split up the 2 and 6 a little more. So it wasn't quite everything, Hugh.
Well, I suppose good things happen as well. He's freed up the 11, and it's, pretty much over the pocket.
He hasn't left a lot. I think the only shot he's got is a 5 up in the corner.
I think that 2 goes up the rail. I think it's tight, but can he get enough of it?
Yeah, that's nobody's favorite shot. He's looking at it like he wants to shoot it. Well, he didn't get
to hit it, Spud Boy. You got to hit it.
It was dead in the pocket, but
well, I think that's pretty much the sellout right there.
It's not going Spud Boy's way today. I mean, I can see where he's playing better, but it's a combination of, I think, getting some tables that are a little tricky, and then look at this.
Oh, hang on a minute. Spud boy lives again.
Let's play safe on ourselves.
Good evening to Tam. And
Hey, Tam.
this is like deja vu for Spud Boy in a minute here, unless Larry kicks
this
us
is
in.
tricky. This is tricky. The side pocket was in the way. That was a problem.
And the thing is, he's not left anything, cast iron definite for Spud Boy. He's got to cut back this 7. There's no way he's taking the 2. So this 7 ball's into a blind pocket. And he's comfortably potted it. And the rest is up to him. Because that 6 and 5 ball are dodgy the way they're sitting. Yes, you can get up to the short side and top side, but
you shoot the 6 now and you come across, play the 4 or the 1.
Because he's on the 6, and that's the thing that's annoying. He's on the 6, and you can see it's a problem.
Now, I mean, this is just inexperienced playing 8 ball. You shoot the 6 now, opens up the pocket for the 5 and the 3.
Yeah. That's a major shot choice decision that I wouldn't have went for. I would have been playing the 6 every day of the week.
Yeah.
He's on the 6 again.
Yeah, and he should play it now. I mean, because
this is one of these racks where he's going to keep potting these balls and still be stuck with the 6, and then he won't be able to get to it.
The 4 ball's not a problem. Matter of fact, it's a good ball to leave for last to get on the 8.
See, now he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Now he's in trouble. He's got the 2 ball or he's playing the combo. Either or.
It's just learning to think about patterns and like playing straight pull. What do you want to do? You want to get rid of the balls that are blocking other balls. That's how it opens the table up. That's the puzzle. Get rid of the blocking balls. Yeah.
I mean, now he's forcing himself into doing this, and he had 2 chances there to get rid of the 6, and I don't know why he didn't see that. That's the thing that puzzles me about these players.
Well, it's just an experience playing the game. Plus, it's if you're learning and you're in the game, and the nerves and all that, your brain doesn't work the same way. If you're commentating, it's easy to see it.
Well,
or if you've played a ton and everything's automatic, you just see everything when you've played it a ton, but he hasn't.
Well, he's got lucky because he's left Larry a dodge. I don't even think this banks. Does this bank?
Larry, I'll tell you what. If I was Larry, I may just roll this soft and roll right up on top of that 15
and
ball.
sit on top of it. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's as good a safe as anything because it's going to be a hell of a shot to play anything from it.
You're going to give him a back cut on the 6 or a bank on the 2. I would just roll up, and he'll be in the laundry, as you like to say. He'll be just soft roll it and put it right on the 15.
Yeah, because you're not leaving it. There's nothing simple. Let's put it this way: you're not leaving anything simple. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be a hindrance.
I'll tell you something about these kind of shots. This comes up on one pocket all the time. People try to do all kinds of fancy things. Do something really simple.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's going to try to shoot this.
Yep, here we go again.
And you know what? There's no way he's making this.
I don't think
the shot can be made.
Yeah, well.
And instead he sells out. All he had to do is roll up on the 15. And why do people not think of those things? Because they're not used to doing them.
Now, what do you do here, Steve? Do you play a 2-way shot and try and get on the 5? And if you don't get on it, you're on. Well, you've got to get the ball first, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, you just make the ball. I mean, it wasn't hard to run out.
Well, this is still a problem for Larry because, yes, he can pot the 15. He's going to be hard pushed to get up the table and onto this 8.
This is a huge problem.
It doesn't go into the side. Blocked with the 3. It doesn't get into the corner, blocked with the 5.
I think you got to draw this ball, and that's what he's doing.
Now, he might get lucky here. He might get lucky. He's overcooked it, as a matter of fact. He's just overcooked it a bit, but he's at least got a shot on it.
Yeah, I mean, he should make this. Track ball or no.
See, the track ball's fine for big draw shots like that because you can just hammer it.
Good shot.
Yeah, Larry, now.
Yeah, Spud Boy's really
Back to
struggling
4.
with the patterns. That's the thing is 9-ball you can get away with a lot of stuff. 8-ball and straight pull you can't. You've got to play good patterns.
I think that's the other thing about 8-ball as well. It does. I mean, if you're wanting, there's certain folk who play VP4 who predominantly will play 9-ball and they'll look as if they've got a good rating and stuff like that, or they'll play straight pull and get a great rating. I'm not naming names, Wanwa, but when it comes down to actually proving it, you get found out very easily, as we found out with Wanwa. He was a total disaster in the straight pull tournament with his big high rating that he had. And
well, the only
when
reason
it came
his
down
rating
to
was high
business,
was because of a bug that I fixed.
yeah, that as
and
well.
Then he gets all pissed off about I
but
start
he's still
his rating.
obsessed by it.
Yeah.
But
oh,
he was
why
found out
are
big
you lowering
time.
my rating? Well, because it was up there because of a bug. You don't play like that.
Yeah, he
I don't want
doesn't.
you to change it. It's just like.
But any player, it doesn't matter. No, I'm picking him out because he's a perfect example. But players who think they're half decent at something, when it comes down to this, where you have to find your way out, that's the test, and that'll let people know. Is this guy get his head screwed on? Is he all talk? Can he do the job? Well, there's a lot of players in the tournament who have a chance to prove that in situations where they're given opportunities by the favoured opponent, either by dry breaks or mistakes, and then you have to deliver.
Well, so that's not Spud Boy. He doesn't have anything to prove. I mean, Spud Boy's in the process of getting.
Boy's already.
He's in the process of getting better.
He's already. I mean, that result he had against Tommy. I mean, he still had to do well to win it. I don't care how bad Tommy played. As I said, not having seen it, I can't judge that. But either or, at least one occasion, Spud Boy has actually played decent enough to beat somebody, rather than just capitulating and falling apart like he might be about to be doing in this match. But that's by the by. I think.
I don't think he's falling apart. I just don't think his pattern play is very good. He's gotten tables where he needed pattern play. Like sometimes in 8-ball you get tables where it doesn't matter, but the tables he's had, he's needed to play good patterns.
There's been that situation where he should have been on the 6 twice and get rid of it. He didn't take it, and then it was always doomed to failure when he didn't do that, and of course it ended in failure. But now we could see it coming. Why he could? That's why I'm puzzled by a player who's been around the game for so long, and yes, he'll have played a bit of 8-ball over the years.
Well,
and why didn't see that as an issue?
He probably hasn't played it. I mean, like Larry didn't see the shot of rolling. Larry's played tons of 8-ball. He didn't see the shot of rolling up on the 15. Why? Because he's never
Larry's
because he's never seen it. He's never seen anybody do it. Why did I know that shot? Because I've played that shot, and you know how I learned that shot? One day I'm playing 8-ball and I lose the game, and a guy I know is a good 8-ball player says, "Why don't you just roll up on that ball?" Oh, and it's like, oh yeah. So
shots like that come natural to a snooker player, Steve. It wouldn't even. It wouldn't have been the farthest thing from my mind. I would have rolled on it.
It's only obvious when you know that kind of shot. When you have to create new ideas yourself, that's hard. Most of the pool is repetition of things you've done previously.
I think the one thing that is difficult to do and I'm using Larry as the example because he's a perfect example. You've got to get rid of that 9-ball mentality when you're playing this game and know when to play the duck and dive shot like the shot we're talking about, and that doesn't cross Larry's mind half the time. He's too set in his ways of getting out.
But the thing is I could almost guarantee you there's not a single person playing in this tournament that would have shot the shot that I'm talking about. Ask Cobra. Cobra plays smart. Ask Cobra if he saw that shot. Because if you haven't seen it before,
as a last resort.
If you haven't seen it before, how are you going to know about it? Could it just occur to you out of the blue? Yeah, it could, but that's not the likely scenario.
But you don't. But let's put it another way, Steve. In the situation that Larry had there, when you're talking about, yes, I agree with you. He could easily just roll dead weight on top of the 15. It would have left nothing simple. But the other question to ask you then, Steve, is what would Cobra have done if he didn't fancy rolling on top of the ball? Do you think he would have went for the no hope bank that Larry attempted to play?
You're already assuming that he's thought of it when you say, "Oh, well, if he fancies it." Well, to fancy it, you have to think about it. You have to know about that shot.
Right. Let's make a couple of assumptions here, just to be clear. Let's assume Cobra hasn't got a clue about rolling on top of the 15 ball, so he's in the Larry frame of mind. He doesn't see that as an option. It's too negative, right? Let's discount that shot. What would Cobra have done instead of that? That's my question, because I can't believe Cobra would have looked at that and thought, "Oh, I can bank this, no problem," because Larry thought so.
He wouldn't have shot that bank shot. There's no way, because he would have known there's no way this is going in. I don't know what he would have done.
Cobra says it would have been an easy save. Well, I don't think it would have, because don't forget, if you played the shot right and you nailed him on top of the 15, he's queuing right over the top of the bloody thing, looking down in the cue ball.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that he would have been able to play a safe, but it's live another day. Because here's the thing: is he's going to have to play safe. He could make a mistake. Even if he doesn't make a mistake, you may be in a spot where you have a shot to kick that 15 in, because it was pretty close to the hole. So, I mean, as a player, you should know, okay, I'm going to roll up on top of this ball, and then he's going to try to play safe. But it's not guaranteed he's going to get it. It's not guaranteed he won't leave you a kick. I mean, because the situation Larry was in was pretty ugly, really.
Well, Larry ended up hooking himself there, had to kick at the 4. He got the hit. And now Spud Boy's going to do a bit of dinking and ducking and diving here just to try and get this table a little bit better shape before he finally commits to try and get himself out. And I don't think, unless he's brave enough to deal with something up top, first of all, he's not going to get out, because he has to get up there with that 8 ball where those awkward balls are and start clearing something out. But the other problem he has is these 3 balls down this end. So at some point he's got to play a brave shot to get up top. Now, if Larry doesn't hit this, he's going to have ball in hand, which would be a help.
Well, Cobra says he's rolled up on balls, so he knows that shot. So he probably would have shot it. And the thing is, it's not like that's a game winner. Yeah, the guy can play safe. Whoops, that's no good. So here's the thing, is when you decide which shot to shoot, barring it's a game winner, basically what you're going to do is you're going to shoot the shot that gives you the best chance to win the game. I mean, he couldn't pocket a ball. The shot was going to change turns. So it's like, what shot gives me the best chance of winning from here? Even if it's a shitty chance, shitty's better than impossible. And this is looking like Spud Boy should win from here.
Well,
and again, all the balls are out in the open, but there's 8 and 14 and 11 that block each other, and this comes down to playing a good pattern. I think he'll probably shoot the 14 and then the 11. He doesn't have to, but that would make the most sense to me.
Well, he's got 15, then 9.
Yeah, I would expect him to go, but it depends on how he gets too. The thing about this is you should be playing a shot that gives you position on both balls. So play a shot to shoot the 14 in the corner, and if you get funny, you can shoot the 11 in the other corner. Uh-oh.
It needs to keep going. It needs to keep going.
See, I didn't like that shot. It's going to work out for him, but I didn't like that shot.
Well, I think it'd be better playing the one into the side first here and just dinking it in, because the only worry I've got is he's too close to the rail. The cue ball wants to run away again, and he's going to leave an awkward cut if he plays the 11.
Yeah, he's I would hit this with right English and go to the rail. Maybe you can dink this and be okay, but you roll a little too far and all of a sudden it starts getting tough. That's the thing is, like, if there's any doubt, you should shoot the positive shot and go to the rail. If you're sure you can dink it and be good, that's fine. But if there's any doubt, don't dink it.
Well, I think that looking at that 11 is tight to get comfortably to cut that 11 ball.
Yeah.
Past
Well,
8.
I mean, if he would have shot the 14 in the corner, then you can just, get straight on it. You stop the ball.
Well,
And
that's a
that
good
was,
shot.
That was very well played.
That's a good shot. He's get into the cue ball, got it running. Now he just needs to go forward, off the rail or off 2 rails, whatever he wants to. As long as he's high enough, oh no, he's come round the back end, that'll do it.
Well, Spud Boy's going to get another game, and let's see, is it his break? No, it's Larry's break. So this is where it's hard to catch up an alternate break when you're down this much, and Larry's getting a lot of breaks, and Larry's been breaking pretty good. He's spreading the balls out nice, so if he can make
he's
a ball,
not potting any, but he's spreading them out nice.
yeah, it's called the sellout break. Trust me, I know that. I'm an expert at that break. And there it is again.
Another dry one.
Yep, I spread all the balls out and nothing goes in.
Well, 9 ball, clearly you can get to the 9 behind the 8 ball. There isn't a problem there. You've got 3 stripes down in the kitchen end of the table.
Yeah, well, what I'd be concerned about is where the 8 ball is. If you're going to take solids, and it's that's a problem. I would take stripes every time here because of the 8 ball.
Yeah. Now, you do just holding up there because he's in perfect position to get rid of that 13, and if he had a better angle, he might have been able to dink back into the middle of the table and try and get rid of that 11 as well.
The 14's an issue, and he could get to it from 15 now, but that's a tricky shot. It would be one I would be hesitant to take on.
Now, he's just sort of in between here. I presume he's played to get rid of this 11
he's
into the
funny.
side.
He's funny here.
Yeah, he just left it a bit short.
This is a problem because you don't want to shoot the 12 next.
I think he's hoping to maybe have the
you could shoot the
9
12
as a bailout here.
The issue
he's playing the 12.
The issue is you need to figure out how to get to the 14 because that's the problem. Or you could just give it to your opponent and let him figure it out.
Well, Spud Boy's odds aren't great, bearing in mind where the 8 ball's sitting and he's now in the solids.
Well, it's Larry that's on the solids.
Stripe, sorry.
Yeah, Larry's got the solids. So, you're going to have to either get on the short side of the 8 ball or move it. Honestly, I like leaving that 3 ball for last at a little angle like he's got right now and just slide over to that 8 ball on the short side. That's what I'd be looking at. I wouldn't try to move it. I'd play to the short side. That's kind of a have to perform shot, but if you get on the 3 ball the right way, it's not really that bad a shot.
Well, there's the first way that you spoke about there, but I'm trying to think of any other options. I mean, are you going to be fun? See, I think the other problem is that the 4 ball that's into the side.
You can shoot the 3 in the side and get to it, but I mean,
he could play it now and get to it, but it's still not the last ball. But he was actually pretty good on it.
Yeah,
right there.
The worst part about this is that he's going to shoot the ball he wants to leave. Don't do that. The worst part about it is that it's going to be you're shooting a 3 ball and you got to get on to 8, and if you mess it up, then you're screwed. So that's the real bad thing about it. But I think that's the way he should play the table. I definitely would not.
Is he trying to bust this 8 ball out here?
No, I don't think so. He could bank the 8. That's the other choice. Bedhead's probably over there going, I'd bank it because Bedhead loves the bank. I mean, the 8 ball does bank, so that's your other choice if you don't want to try to get on the short side of it. He needs to decide right now whether he's playing the short side or the bank. So you want to give yourself sort of a stun over shot. You don't want too much cut, but the straighter you get, the more difficult the stun over becomes. That's not straight enough. That's a problem.
Well,
So
now he's going to be running into the 9-ball here, isn't he?
no,
I
what
mean,
you do is you draw this with left English off the rail and bump the 8. That's the shot here. He's got too much angle. You didn't want to be like this. If you hit the 9, then anything could happen. You don't have any control. You can play to hit the 8-ball here. Well, now he's got trouble. So, can you bank this? Yeah.
oh, yeah,
It's a
I think
little
you can
tough
maybe
to
cross.
get. It's a little tough to. It's a little
Oh,
tough,
sure.
but I think he can bank it. It's. What's he doing? Why isn't he shooting the bank? He can bank this in the cross corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It goes. I'm kind of surprised he's not shooting.
He's
it.
going the other way. He's going up and down. He's going up and down into this corner.
Yeah, and that goes too. You just, as long as you can get the cue ball out of the way, that's the main thing on this shot. And I think he can. He may have to put a little English on it because I think there's a kiss there if he doesn't. We'll see. Because he's not putting the English on it, so he doesn't think there's a kiss. It's close. Yeah, there's probably not. You got quite a ways to the rail for the cue ball. Now he's putting some English on it.
Yep.
Well, you just hit a little too thin.
There you go, Spud boy. Fill your boots. Get another rack in the board.
Well, Spud Boy's not out of this. He gets this rack and he's breaking, and he breaks and runs out. All of a sudden, it's 8-6.
Right, got to take the 14 ball after this 11 if that's the way he's going about it, because you don't want to be leaving the 14 ball past the 8 ball. It's a bit too tight for comfort.
Yep, shoot the 14, 15, 9, 12, 8. I didn't come back enough, but you can just roll this, come off, and go to the end rail. Just like that.
Right, you okay? Bit straight though, I think. Let's have a look.
Yeah, it's
Oh, he's
okay.
got an angle. He's fine.
This shot comes up all the time. You know, you just don't want to like baby the shot. You got to make sure you get the ball up. That's fine.
Perfect. So we are 1 hour and 23 minutes into this. 1 hour 22. So it's looking like Larry is eventually going to fall over the line, just arithmetically, as far as the score goes, unless things start to happen, which they do need to happen. First of all, Spud Boy on his break needs a good break and a ball, at least.
Well, the good thing for if you're Spud Boy is
he's got something.
Is you're in this match, okay?
Tell you something, he's got a bloody good table as well.
Even if Spud Boy doesn't win this match, he can be like, I could have won that match because I was in it, instead of I shouldn't play in these tournaments. I got no chance. He was thinking before. He's at least going to be thinking, you know what? I could just clean a few things up and I could have won that match.
Yeah. If he looks at the patterns that he's picking and sees them easier, I don't know whether it's a sort of blinkered effect that some players have, but if he sees those, the problem situations and deals with them.
This is an easy rack, and he played the right shot. This rack is pretty darn easy. He's going to need to shoot the 2 ball here. He's going to should leave the 6-1 for last. Those are close enough to the pocket you deal with. Shoot the 2, draw the ball back. Shoot the 4, come out.
And a nice gap to get to the 8-ball, yep.
6-1 and then shoot the 8. See, that's a bad choice, I think,
Now-
because now you
As
got to
a-
figure out if you go to the 4-ball now, then you got to come all the way back for the 6. I mean,
Well,
you
the
wanted to
question
shoot the
is,
4 and then go 6-1.
Has he overhit that, or has he deliberately played that
Well,
to get to the 1 and the 6?
Who knows? I mean, who knows what he's thinking?
Well,
but,
put it this way, he's got to take the 6. I mean,
he just made the rack a lot harder by making that choice.
Got to get rid of the 6 now and come through the gap and get back into the table at least. In fact, he actually maybe checked that up, I think.
Yeah, so the shot here, you really need to hit
loose.
this. You need to hit this with some left English and then come back up for the 4.
Yeah.
You can play it in either corner. You can kind of decide. You don't have to hit this with left. You could hit this with right English and play it in the other corner. And he doesn't do either. So he didn't make a choice there. He should have put left or right. Instead, he hit it center ball, and now he's kind of funny.
Well, he's got a chance if he can cut this in and this cue ball runs up.
Yeah.
But he's either got to finish short of the 11 or run beyond the 11.
Or run into the 11. I mean, that's the other choice.
Or run into it, yeah. But I don't think he's going to run into it at that angle.
This is a little spinner. I'd hit this with a bunch of English and spin it. Spin it around the corner and try to run into the 11. Now, he didn't run into the 11. Is he going to get by it?
Shot. That's a great shot.
All right, good shot, Spud. Well, he's making a go of this. He got out. I don't like the pattern he played, but he got out.
Got into either of the 2 spots he had to get into. So he's done well. And he lives again.
That's how I played yesterday. I don't like the way I'm playing, but I'm winning. And that's all that matters at some point.
Well,
Spud Boy can keep
Boy,
winning racks.
He's got 6 racks on the board, so he's already earned his respectability for the match.
Wow, look at this. Now, this table's a mess. That 8-ball is covering that hole completely. I don't think anything goes in it.
There's an accident waiting to happen there with that 8-ball. And if somebody does something stupid, I mean, does that 2-ball not bank straight past the 8-ball right now? That's a big pocket, that.
The 2-ball will go past it, yeah. None of those other balls above it will, but yeah, the 2-ball, it does go in that way.
To me, that's why you should be taking the solids. I mean, the 6-ball, you can get to the 6-ball.
Well, you can play shape for the 1 here. You come off the 3-ball and come back across for the 1. Put some right English on it. He's not going to do that, but you could play position on the 1.
We've played the cut.
See, I would have probably played position on the 1 right there, because, now what are you going to do with it? I mean,
that's just going to haunt him, that 1 ball.
You could bank it.
Bank it right now. I'm thinking the advantage of playing that 2-ball there. If you played that 2-ball and it runs off the rail and bumps the 8, you could bump the 8 out of the way and open that pocket for the 1-ball, but that'll never happen.
It's hard at that angle it's coming. It's hard to bump that enough to get it out of there where you could shoot the 1. And the harder you shoot it, the less chance it's going in, because it hits the 8 and rattles then.
Yeah, but I live in hope, Steve.
Well, sometimes that's all you got in this game. But I think he's gonna be sorry that he left that 1-ball, because it's hard to get to. Now, he's gonna have to try to get to it right now, which means a lot of English, which means that because he's got to get it past the 15, and you could easily pocket the 8-ball here playing this shot.
Yeah, he's trying to tweak this around the corner.
I think he didn't recognize the shot of coming off the 3-ball.
No, he hasn't hit this. He hasn't hit this.
He's scared to make an 8. That's what happens when you get scared.
Well, I would have been less scared than that, Steve. He's nowhere near it. He's nowhere near it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that, blame it on the trackball or blame it on being scared. But either way, he's not.
At least getting to there.
Well, if it rolls,
if
it just rolls 3 or 4 more inches, he'd probably be shooting it. Yeah,
watch out.
Watch out. Oh.
Well, he's now made a proper mess down this end of the table. We could be here a little while sorting this out.
Yeah, if you're Spud Boy here, you got to think about table position. I'd probably try to put the 13 in front of the pocket, so the 6 and 7 don't go in that pocket.
I'll tell you what I'm worried about. I'm worried about somebody, not naming names, but any of the two of these guys banging at balls to break these up, and that one ball banging into the rail and coming off the rail and catching that 8, knocking 8 in.
Well,
Don't say I haven't already told you.
He made it. And in these situations, every ball you make makes your table position worse. You're better off putting that 13 in front of the pocket, because all you're doing is getting rid of balls that you could shoot, making it easy for the guy to play safe on you. And he did that on purpose. Now Larry's probably gonna take a whack at this, and maybe end up making it 8. But Larry's probably gonna take a slammer at this.
I mean, he's perfect in this 6 ball to play for a bump, isn't he?
I mean, the way this thing's sitting, I don't think the 8's gonna go in. The 9 goes into the 1. I don't think it'll come out enough to make it. It's gonna be close, but I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna blast this.
Steve.
I think he's gonna blast this.
Yeah.
You really would rather get into it more on the 5 ball side of things.
Here we go. Oh, he's not
like
there.
That, but he didn't get into it. I mean, you got to hit that with some speed. Where's Stub when you need him? I mean, Stub would have blasted that.
The hammer of Stub.
Well, you've got the weight of 4 balls sitting there. You know, when you got that much weight sitting there, you got to get a lot of speed when it's 1 ball. It's, it's 1 against 4. Imagine you're a Scotsman and you're in a bar and you get in a fight 1-on-4, which probably isn't that unusual. You better be a bad dude if you're going to win. And in that situation, when it's 1 ball going into 4, you better hit it hard, because there's no way you're going to move the balls.
Well, Larry gave up a shot there, which Spud Boy duly obliged and took it on. Now Spud Boy's got nothing. I mean, he can.
I would have played safe.
Play
there.
the 12.
I would have rolled. I would have rolled off the 12 and put the cue ball right on top of the 9 ball. I don't know why Spud Boy did that. Although he did block the pocket for the 7, so that's good. If I was Larry, I'd kick behind and into the 1. Kick off the end rail into the 1. See, that's if he kicked off the end rail into the 1, he'd have him hooked and he'd maybe get ball in hand.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that it's even improved the situation. I mean, Larry can certainly see he's 5 ball.
If you're Spud Boy, you want to get the 14 down 8 ball into the table near the other corner, so you can use that to break out those balls. So you want to position balls where you can shoot into these clusters with speed, and having a ball in front of that other corner pocket across from the 8 gives you a perfect opportunity to slam into them, and also slam into them away where you're not going to make the 8 ball.
Well, I thought for a minute there Larry was going to have a rush of blood to the head and try the cross bank and blast that cue ball across to break that 5 out.
if you're a Spud Boy, you want to bank that 14 ball up by the other
send
pocket.
It down right side.
I mean, that's because you're not gonna get a shot to break it out with the balls down there. Not a very good one, anyways.
I certainly wouldn't be touching any of those 2 balls where they are right now. I wouldn't be doing that. Because whatever you do there, you're gently helping Larry doing that right now. But I agree with you. You've got to get a ball sort of in that vicinity so that you can actually get to them and try and break them out when you commit to try and win the rack. But now's not the time to commit to win the rack.
And really, it's the same thing for Larry. He should put his 7 ball over there.
Mm-hmm. He might be cross banking the 5. Is he going to call the 5? Could he cross bank that?
Boy, that's a crazy shot. That's how you lose the shooting out.
Well, there you go. Knowing Larry's going to have a go at it, there you go. I could read him a book.
This is a crazy shot because it's too low a percentage. You don't know how everything's going to come out. Could you win from here? Yeah, but it's a crazy shot.
Yeah, he's I think he was only he's
his
just
heart
generally
wasn't
trying
in
to.
that.
Yeah, he was just generally trying to get the ball out to at least get it into the table, which is not a daft move.
Oh no, that's a good move. He just didn't get the 5 over far enough. He's got one more ball free, but unfortunately, it's not in a great spot.
You said it 4 shots ago, Steve, about now he's going to call the bank, but I think he's maybe just playing this as a two-way shot, like you're thinking, getting it down this end at least. It's took him long enough, but he might be getting it.
It's got to go. Why?
The problem is it's too close to the rail, really. He needs to leave the cue ball out in the middle of the table to cut that and then get across, doesn't he?
You want the back cut because you can get speed on the cue ball easily. Coming off the rail, it's hard to get speed.
The fun part of this is it is a bit like a game of chess, where you're manoeuvring and you're making a move to go for the kill. You're setting your opponent up for the kill here.
I would just rub off the 5 and put him on the 1 ball.
Yeah, stick it right in there. That's asking to be ducked and dived, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's
well, you're leaving a 14 ball in show, but you're not leaving anything much.
Well, you might leave the 14 ball, but even if you wanted to bank it, you'd like him to start making more balls. That would be good for you. Now, I have no idea what that was about. What's he doing?
He's trying to block the 14 ball with his 5. I don't know myself.
I got no clue what that is. I don't get that.
Well, I'll think the one thing that Spud Boy's going to do here is going to take the bait, and Larry wants him to bump these 2 balls, and that's what you don't want to be doing. You've got to keep that there as your safety net until it's the right time to make a move.
Well, Larry's in the driver's seat. I mean, Spud Boy failed to put a ball over in front of that pocket, which was his chance to really have a way to win the game. Larry's in the driver's seat, but Larry's not doing himself any favors right now.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, though, Steve. We're talking about getting that ball into a position. If Spud Boy does what I think he's going to do, if he doesn't stay below this 5 and goes out into the table, he's going to leave Larry the shot that's going to break out this 1 ball. And he's just done it right now.
Well, he made the ball.
Now he's made the ball, and now he's got a tough safety over the 5 ball. And if Larry's got any half decent shot in this, or the 7 for that matter, well, he's played it soft.
Yeah,
he's going to spin this up, isn't he?
He may take a whack at this. It's kind of straight in. This is not ideal, but you got to hit into that.
What the hell's happened to this camera?
You got to hit into this with speed to come up with a shot. This is the problem. Is you're going to have, if you just like run into them at like kind of medium pace, you're probably not coming up with a shot. You need to crank it.
Well, I think he's going to give it a big stun with a bit of right English to help it across and get any sort of movement.
This is where you want to pretend you're Stub.
Well, he wants to get the amp on. Well, no. No. Is he going to go bottom rail and along the long rail to try and... Is that what he's doing? It looks like it.
I don't know what he's doing.
No,
he
big
looks
cut
like he's
with
trying
left
to
English.
shoot the bank.
Well, that's
terrible.
A sellout.
What's
I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm nicking this 9 ball down the rail and drawing back to play the 12.
He had all day where he could have played behind it on top of the 1 ball, and he didn't do it. Kicking off the end rail, super simple in that situation. I mean, that shot's that's a loser.
That's a great shot. This isn't going to be great, but he's at least given himself a chance.
Oh, no, you got to shoot the 12 here. He's looking at the 10. You have to shoot the 12 here. Shoot the 12 in the side. Don't even think about shooting a 10.
Well, he can certainly see enough of the 10 to pot it. The problem is the cue ball's only going in one direction. It's coming down towards the 1. He's going to have a dodgy cut in the side.
No, shooting a 10 is a sucker shot. You got to shoot the 12 here.
Yeah. I think he's playing the 12.
You either make the 12 and win, or you miss and lose.
Well, if you play the 12 and you play that, I'm looking to see whether the 7 ball would give him any cover, but Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, it could double up the ball, but
That's another great shot. Excellent shot. Very well done. Now, don't do anything daft. Just roll it in and leave yourself a shot in the 8. And he's back to... What is he on? He's on... What's the score? Is it 8-6?
It's going to be 8-7 now.
He's going to be back to within 1 here, folks.
I mean, I hate to say it, but Larry basically gave that game away.
Well, he's obviously trying to better his situation, but he did end up selling out. And Larry is getting punished again from Spud Boy, and Spud's breaking.
Yeah, well, you know,
this would be...
I think the difference in Spud Boy's game is he's just gained some confidence and he's fighting. He's making some better decisions.
Something's got to go in here. Something's got to get the queued up.
He's got 2 balls, I think. Yeah, 2 stripes.
It's ugly with the 8 ball. Now, what do you take here to be able to get that 8 ball out?
Well,
it's got to be solids in that matter. Then looking at all the solids down here, and you've got
it doesn't have to be, but they're sitting a little better to get the 8 out. You've got
3 solids there. 3 in adjacent to the 8 ball. You've got these solids down here.
The biggest problem with the 8 ball is that even if you break it out, you got the 13 to deal with too, which you know may not go in a good spot. I mean, you'd have to get to it pretty quick.
Yeah, the other problem is the one ball's in the way of playing the 5 ball to get to that 8 ball.
No, the 3 ball is what you use. 3 ball is perfect. Don't you see that big red thing there?
Oh, aye, but the thing is the problem is the 1 ball doesn't go. That's the problem. And you can get to the 5 ball, but as you said, the 3 ball's wide open, so then you've got to think about getting up there and not interfering with the 14 ball in the process when you try and get up there.
Yeah, the 14 ball is an issue. You know, you need to run inside of it. You need to run a line that's coming inside of it, and it's going to be speed sensitive, so it's not.
See, he's got me worried here because he's already looking up top when he shouldn't be. Now he's back to. I think he's just getting his bearings as to where he wants to go.
Maybe looking at shooting a 5. You can shoot the 5 and come around the corner and get on the 3 for the breakout. He had that. It's a touch shot. You know, you hit the 5 with left English and come around the corner and then shoot the 3 and take the cue ball into the 8. And if you shoot the 5, then the 1 goes. So, and he was sitting perfect to do it.
He looks like he's going to do something crazy here, is he?
No,
he isn't.
Yeah,
but he's dead. Well, is he trying to bump the 1 and draw the 1 into the and draw off the 5 and bump the 1 into the 8?
That's a tough shot. I mean, he had the angle on the 5 before that was better. He still could probably do it from here. You know, he'd have to hit it into the left side of the pocket, but he's not even thinking that way about go forward, go 2 rails, get on the 3, and then break out the 8. I mean, he's obviously looking. See if that thought comes into his mind. I could just go around the corner on the 5. I mean, it's tight now because he's got the wrong angle. He had it before. So he shot his balls up table, which were escape balls if he has problems. Now, whatever he does, he has to perform. He has no choice now but to hit really good shots. Otherwise, he's done. Now, he does have the 13 ball tied up, so that's kind of a plus. Okay, he finally saw that. I think he's a little too straight, but he could still do it. This is going to be a whammer.
He can spin this up off the rail.
Oh, you just got to hit this hard. It's just a stun across. You want to come in behind the 8 ball and bump it out. You want to hit the rail first. Not if you hit the 8 ball first, it's probably no good. Just like that.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Well, it took him a while looking at it, but he figured out the right shot.
The only thing is, he's just again a bit straight in this 1. I think he can pinch enough angle to go forward and come off the short rail up top and get out at least a little bit.
Well,
he's brave enough.
Yeah, maybe. I
Can
mean,
you
you
not
could
pinch
also
a wee bit?
you should all drop
No,
back.
he can't. It's far too straight looking at it.
Yeah,
He's quite right
he's
now.
just going to take the guaranteed shot.
Now, again, this is where I left Larry last night. I think I left him an 8-ball like this and he hung it up.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
these are
this is
scary in this. Mind you, we weren't even playing in the tight top pockets. We were playing in narrow pockets.
yeah, it isn't a guaranteed shot, is it?
Well, this for 8 apiece. Big shot for Spud Boy, and in it goes. Didn't blink. Didn't blink. Game on. Well, this would be nothing short of sensation if Spud Boy could take down Tommy and then take down Larry in the next round. What about that?
Well, I
What
mean,
about that for a headline?
he's playing a lot better and he's fighting. You know, he's trying to think of the right thing to do, and that's half the battle is just attempting. You know, if you're Stuv, you just blast. He doesn't think. Not thinking's great if you know what to do, and because you've played so much. But when you don't think and you do bad things all the time, then that's bad. Spud Boy's spending the time to think.
Well, I'm
and
just wondering whether Spud Boy has, you know, that something that little light's lit in his head. He's suddenly got a pool brain. You know, he's seen. I don't know what it is, but I mean, he's
you got to take the stripes, sir.
He's in with a chance.
Ideally,
Right, so
you know, I tell you, you got a great opportunity for playing safe too, kicking behind that 13.
this is pretty ugly. This setup.
This is where a lot of times what you would do is you would
well, you do that. That's good. That's a pretty good shot. He's broke out the 2 stripes.
you can choose the ones you want and then play safe, or you can go for it. You know, he's in a great spot here to shoot the 14 and run into the 15. I mean, it's just sitting perfect for that.
But yeah, Larry can't help himself. He's going to go straight away for this.
Well, I mean, it's sitting good for this. Now that he's got that split up, I mean, I think this is the right thing. You know, you're going to take a chance there, but you got the 10 ball and the 9 ball as bailout balls.
That's finished awkward, is it?
Well, again, he hit that too easy because you're running into a bunch of balls, and you know they just
I can't get enough of it. I can't
you know,
get enough of that 13.
The thing is he's pissed, but you almost got to get lucky to get those balls to line up where you have a shot when you're running into them at that speed. You got to hit that with considerably more speed to make sure that the balls separate.
Well, right now, then it's plan B. Plan B is you have a 9 ball in the middle of the table that can still get you there. So Larry's got to work on that.
I would play safe right now. I'd hit it off the rail into the 13.
Into the 13 and duck round the corner. Yeah.
And just try to get the 13 out of there. Try to hook him on the 6 ball with the 15. And, you know, the 1, 3, 4, that mess isn't going. Maybe you'd end up leaving the 7, but...
I think Larry's got other things in his mind here.
Yeah,
I think he's looking at getting in the 9 and playing the bump there. That's his plan. There you go.
Man, that's not a bad plan. I mean, that's a good shot. This is a little tricky here, coming up with a shot, because you could end up moving the 15 and 13 out of there and having nothing.
Yeah, I think the other problem is he going to go direct to these 2 balls, or are they going to try and go behind the 8 ball to get them? Because 8 ball could be a bit of a hindrance.
He'll go direct to him, but this is a little tricky coming up with a shot the way these balls are sitting. I mean, this is one maybe you don't want to blast, but if you hit it easy, it's no guarantee.
He's missed the pot though.
He missed the pot, but
that's
see
the
what
best safety of the day.
But see what he ended up with for a shot. I mean, that's the thing is that was a tricky situation there.
But he'll be happy with the result though. I mean, he's left absolutely nothing on. All that Spud can do is nudge the 1 ball. That's
unfortunately, you can't kick it behind the 7. If you could kick behind the 7, that's a pretty good shot. But he doesn't have that shot. Well, that's not that great.
Well,
he
he's
left
the
the
cut
he
back,
left the
and
he left the cut back, and
Larry will just let
yeah,
this run out. This cue ball, I don't think will he scratch in the side
no,
if he
he's
just
gonna
lets
run.
it run.
He's gonna run into the 11. This ball's gonna hit the 11. You want to
Well,
control the 11. You don't want to move it down on the 7. You don't want to hit this real
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, he wants to skim
Well,
off it right
now
side.
he's jacking up on
Well,
it. See, all he had to do was go forward, and it was going to hit the 11, and then he starts jacking up. I'm not sure what he was doing.
What was worrying him there? Because if he was worried about the scratch, he almost made the scratch by jacking up. If he was worried about hitting the wrong side of the 11, maybe that's what you were. You know how you were talking about the 11 going down towards the 7.
As long as you hit it softly, you were going to hit the 11. I don't get that.
I think he got himself in two minds there with that scratch partially being on into the side. Maybe that's what was worrying him. But anyway, would you believe it? Spud Boy is sitting with a table here that if he can get this 7 ball, he's got to get in there. He's got to get in there. Is he going to get a rub? No, he's hit the wrong ball.
I'm not sure what he was doing there, because was he trying to run into him? Because all he had to do was come across and to the other long rail and shoot the 7. I don't know what he's putting all that spin on there for.
Now, I would be ducking right now, but I think the worry is about dinking this and getting to the rail and not moving that 7 ball too far, because leave the 9 ball on if he does, and he's played it well.
Oh, okay. I was confused. It was Larry's shot last shot. I was thinking it was Spud Boy. My bad. I was confused there.
Well, Larry's now tucked up, and the other thing is with that shot there, he's opened up the 7 and the 6. They both pot.
Oh yeah, that was a fantastic
Larry's
shot.
under pressure here.
He opened them up, and it was nice, simple shot, which is always the best kind.
There's that blue donut, and there's the camera's going weird there. It's jumped round a corner, and I never even touched that.
He's got him right on the 7 ball. I mean, it wasn't just a good play; it was a great play, because this makes it a lot tougher.
Yeah, that cuts down more rails. It only leaves him the one option here: short rail, trying to kick the 9 in. This would be some shot if he pulls this off. Well, Spud Boy, you've got the reward. Now can you deliver for the lead? Ball in hand.
Shoot the one. No, he doesn't have ball in hand.
He doesn't know he's hit a ball. What am I talking about?
Shoot the 1 ball now. Shoot the 1 ball now. The 3 does. The 3 does go by it. I'd still like to shoot the 1 ball now.
And the brain's going.
This is just a little spinner. You roll it with left English, bring the cue ball back kind of where it is. Yeah, now he's looking the right way. If you want, you can come all the way across at the other rail and out. Well, that was a little weak, but he's still okay. Now the problem now is you've got to hit this good, because it's going to rub the 6. You don't want the 6 to come way out. You just want to gently rub it.
Now, the thing is, he could be shooting the 6, though. He could be shooting the 6, because that goes.
He could shoot the 6 if he wants, but he's going to have to bring the cue ball to the other rail if he does it.
And take the 3 and then play the 7 and the 8. Well, whatever you do, you've got to make your mind up and commit yourself to the shot. That's the most important thing of this. Is, when
I'm
you're
not sure what he's doing right now. This I don't like. That was never going to be good.
That was never going to be good, was it?
He had to draw that ball back.
Well, now he's backed himself into a corner, because now he's got to cut a thin 3 ball down the rail, which he has done absolutely perfect.
Yeah, well, I mean, he may have got funny, but he made up for it by making the shot.
You're never going to hit this hard enough that you're going to hook yourself behind the 9. You're just going to drop this in dead weight.
And Larry's trying to figure out what was happening, because what was it, 8-3 or 8-4 or something like that?
Yeah. Well, it was a tall order for Spud Boy, but things have happened.
Well, I mean, I said this earlier, he's doing not everything is correct or pretty, but he's figuring out how to get out. He's fighting.
Well, he's in his own zone, and that's all that matters. And he's suddenly finding himself in the lead. And now the pressure shifts. Now the pressure shifts because now he can see the finish line. That cue ball almost scratched, and I don't think anything else has gone in though.
All right, well, time to perform, Larry. I mean, it's a terrible table. I mean, this
is ugly again.
I mean,
I think Larry would have liked to a decent table where he might get a run out, maybe to settle the nerves, because now there's hard work involved in this rack again for both players.
I mean, this is a strategy table, and if he would have asked me at the start of this match who got the advantage in the strategy tables, I'd say it was Larry, but Larry has not been playing the strategy tables very well today. So who knows what's going to happen? So this is where you pick the ones you want, and then you're probably going to play safe, or you're going to play table position, because you know you can't run out. Well, he missed the picking part. So same thing with Spud Boy. He's going to pick the ones he wants, and then play table position.
Well, I'm looking at how you free up the 8-ball. So you've got two solids near the 8-ball.
Well, I can tell you right now, you get on the 3 and roll the 3 in and bump the 11, and that would be ideal.
Well, Spud Boy has committed.
So all you have to do is roll this 4 in and then cut the 3 and run into that 11-8. Now, he may try to run into it now. I don't like this play as much unless he knows what he's going to shoot. But this isn't the worst thing if he tries to run into it now. I mean, it's not the worst thing. He's going to play the cut on the 3. No, this is perfect.
No, he's got the shot. Now, this might be catching. He doesn't want to. See, if he catches this wrong, he could scratch off that 8-ball. Commentator's eyes a bit worried at this.
He'd have to hit it pretty hard, as long as he goes forward. See, he's sitting perfect on it to move it, and he's not gonna.
Now he looks as if he's trying to get better on it. You don't think that, Steve? I think he thinks he's going to try and get better on this.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the heck he's doing. It's almost like he's leaving a problem for the end. See, if you get on the 7 right, maybe you can move it and get a shot. But
he hasn't come out far enough.
It's not. He was trying to go on this.
He was trying to go on the 6 to get to the 3 to make it more comfortable, and that's the problem.
At this point, I think you shoot the 6 and go into the 11-8 now, because
you got to have a go.
Yeah, I mean, he was perfect on the 3 before, and he didn't do it.
He's got to dig into this a wee bit.
Just a little. I mean, it's really almost a stun shot. He's got to pull it back just a little.
Good evening to Hazard. Oh, you've joined at the right time. Anything's going on here. We don't know what's going to happen. Well, he's now gone too far.
Well, he's going to play position on the 7 and then try to bump it. Or
he's got a perfect angle just to nip this 7 ball when he pots the 3. If he just nips the 3 and comes back, he can break them open easily and leave the 8 ball.
You may block the 8 ball with 11 if you don't hit this hard enough. You need to
what's
put
he
a little
doing? Is he doing it now?
And then the next question is, am I going to scratch? And then the next question is, how am I getting on the 3?
I don't like this. I'm not convinced that this
is tricky.
And
he's come up with a shot.
The 8 ball goes.
He's come up with a shot. So I mean, that was actually kind of a nifty little play. He controlled that well, and that's he didn't just blast it and hope. He controlled it, and that's always a good thing. That was a nice play.
This is it's still testy. This again, you're looking at a half blind pocket cut.
I mean, I didn't see it that way, but you know what?
I think he
played it pretty good, but he missed it. And
he's left it. He's left the pocket open for that 10 ball. And Larry,
boy, I'll tell you what, that was a match winning shot, because it would have been 10-8 with him on the hill, and now Larry's.
Well, Larry's. I mean, Larry's still got to pot these all into pockets. By the way, that's easier said than done. Because he's feeling the pinch. He's got to deliver.
Yeah, it's. Well, at least there's no strategy for him.
He's got to take. He's got to take the 11 ball now. Surely he's got to get rid of the 11 ball now. That he's on it.
You would think. I mean, 11, and then you want to get on the 10 pretty good. Make sure that that's going to be easy.
Well, that's exactly it. I'd be taking the 11, coming inside like that, and getting on the 10 and dealing with it and getting rid of it.
He can just roll this and shoot the 12 next. So it's looking like Larry's going to win this game, and it's going to be not hill, but 2 away from the hill for both of them. Or 2 away from the match
Spud
for
boy,
both of
one. I mean, again, it was just a half blind cut, that 3 ball, but in these tight pockets, you're not getting much room for maneuver.
Yeah, well, I mean, he played it pretty good. He figured out a way to get a chance to win. He just missed the ball. I mean, it was a tough out. You got to give him credit for playing it well. I mean, he doesn't get the win, and
well, Larry's going to leave a stud in this 9 ball up top there to get the cue ball out onto the 13. I think that's what he's going to do. Yep, he's going to have to stun it in unless he chickens out. But you want to get that cue ball out of there.
Yeah,
you don't want to be playing this off the rail. You want to stun it in and get the cue ball out like that.
That's a good shot. So
now, is he going to go rail back across? I would think. Let me look.
I would.
No, I think he has to.
In VP, you might dink it. In real life, you'd wham it. And he doesn't.
And he's there.
He whams it too. So, all right.
Well, Larry's survived. He's well, it was a good enough table to get out on. We all expected him to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But anything can happen at this stage. 9 apiece and Larry breaking.
Well, this is an exciting match.
And that is 2 hours we've been at it. And a ball has gone into the side, a stripe has gone in. And this is not a bad table.
Gotta take solids.
Let's just look. We'll get solid 6 ball up top, 1 ball back down into this corner, 3 ball and 5 ball handy down this end, and the 4 and the 7 are clear. But the worry would be the 2 ball.
Probably 5, 3. Well, the 2 ball's easy to get to.
You
from
play
the 6.
The
5,
6
3,
to the 2 in the side.
You shoot the 5 now. 5, 3.
Well, let's not mince words here, Steve. Larry should be out. I mean, he's at that type of player where he should be out. He's at that level where we'd expect him to be out here.
He should be out here. I mean, I would play for the 6 here, and you could play for the 2 or the 1 after that. Although I'm not sure which one I'd take. I have to think about that.
Well, I think he's got that idea in mind. I think he's going to. Well, he's just got a bit more angle than he would like. You need to drop this in dead weight.
Yeah, because you can shoot the 2 and run into the 8. I like shooting the 2 after this. I don't see what he decides to do. He's either going to shoot the 2 or the 1. Yeah, he's going to shoot the 2.
So problem ball is about to be dealt with. And the rest should be plain sailing, as the commentator says.
Yeah, and there's a good chance he's going to leave the 1 for last. I think you're going to shoot the 2 and then probably shoot the 4 and then the 7. See how he decides to hit this. You have to stun this a little if you want to run into the 8. Otherwise, you're probably going to miss it or just barely graze it, depending on how he hits it. Yeah, he missed it. So now he's kind of funny. See, this is funny. Playing from the short side of the 7, that's tricky because you need to get on the 7 good to make sure you get on the 1. So, boy, you could go forward around the corner, you go back. He's going to come back. He's going to play short side. So, Now this isn't bad. He's okay here. He actually got on it real good. He can just go forward with this. That was a good shot. You're going to play the short side like that. I mean, there half an inch or an inch could make a difference on how easy it is to get on the one. So this is perfect.
Is 8 ball in the corner.
Yeah, he'll just roll this and shoot in the corner. And he's on the hill, but he's not breaking. So Spud Boy
is there another
is
twist to come here in this match?
Spud Boy is going to have the break and going to need to break and run out or figure out a way to win the game. Well, he's got a ball in. Watch out, cue ball. Okay.
Well, look at the stripes. I mean, look at the... You look at the solids as well. I mean, the solids are good enough. The problem is...
I'd probably take the solids.
You know the problem, Steve? The problem is there's not really a problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And anything is going to be self-inflicted here.
If you're going to take the solids, the biggest issue is the 3-ball, and it's really not that bad. You're going to have to shoot it in the side.
Tam's one of these players who saw Spud Boy was down, decided, I'm away to watch the telly, decides, I'll go and have a quick look and see if it's all over, and his response is, bloody hell. Spud Boy's still in it.
So I like going 3, 2, 4, 1, and then slide back up for the 8.
Well, this is where you're being asked to quit. This is the perfect scenario for a player like Spud. You're in the mix. You are one down.
I'll tell you what, that was a little weak there. He needed to spin that up.
He's underhit it. And now it's running loose, the cue ball.
He just didn't spin it up. I mean, you just did. Yeah, see, this little stuff like that. He can roll this and then shoot the 4. He's still okay. I don't know if if you can go long rail, end rail, long rail with right English.
The thing is you see, your solution means the cue ball's leaking away to at least here.
Well, like I said, you can shoot it the other way. You shoot it with right English and go long rail, end rail, long rail.
Yeah, well, I think he has that in mind. He's looking for a route through these balls here.
See, I would not do that. I would keep it right. If you don't want it to leak away, you hit this with English and a little stun, and you go long rail, end rail, and then back out. You don't mess with trying to go around the corner here, because that's how you get screw yourself.
See, a bit like that.
Yeah, and he's got a shot, but it's getting tougher every time.
He's got to be brave. You've got to play this dead weight, haven't you? Because you've got to leave yourself the shot in the 1 and the angle to get up for the 8.
Really, anywhere on the 1. I mean, anywhere on the 1, you're going to cut it and it's going to come back up for the 8. See, I wouldn't hit it this easy. Because look, if he makes it, then look, easy. I mean... You wanted to cut. If you came up to the center of the table, you'd be fine on the 1 ball.
I think it's time to find him, because I think that
Larry's just going to kick behind these balls. That's what I'd be doing. Kick right behind these balls.
Larry ain't kicking anything. Larry's going for the kill here, Steve. Every day of the week. He's not doing any ducking and diving. He's going to get this done with. The only worry I would have if I was Larry is playing this 15 ball right to go on the 11. I don't like the way that's sitting. So,
well, you're going to need to get to the 15 early. You don't want to,
you want to get out of there clean. I think you want to get out of there clean, a straight draw out, and I think it's a bit tight.
Well, you get the 12 ball out of the way like that, so that the 11 goes. And here it is right here. He can shoot the 15, and then he can shoot the 11 right where the 12 went.
He couldn't have landed any better on that. It's definitely all over. Oh, if Spud Boy had just hit that ball a little bit harder, he would have... Well, he certainly would have had a control of the pocket. It might have not helped him a great deal, but at least he might have still had a shot at it. I think he's played his last shot, though.
I don't know why Larry's not shooting a 15 right now.
I don't know
either.
Shoot
the 15 and then the 11. All you have to do is hit a stop shot on the 15. See, this is how you get. This is how
now
you
he's
screw
getting
up.
himself into.
If
What
you
the
get
hell's he doing?
if you get funny on the 15, then all of a sudden it gets hard to get on the 11. I mean,
Well,
he was
that's the
perfect.
thing. When
Why didn't he
players
just
get
shoot
to
it
this
right then?
stage, the mind doesn't start to think clear, and you start doing stupid
Now
stuff.
here we go again. He's perfect
we
on
are.
it again. Well, actually, he's not perfect
No,
on
he's
it. Now he's got a
slightly-
little funny angle. I mean, a little more angle would have made it easier. This is like not straight, but not enough angle. A little more angle, he could come off the rail.
Well,
So here we go, where he's got to get on the 15 the right way, or he's going to have problems. And that's probably enough angle where he can go to the rail.
he's going to play this 11 long down into the other corner pocket, isn't he? He's just going to dink
Yeah.
this.
No, he's going to go to the rail and out.
Aye, just like that. Just a little dink.
Yeah. So
And up top, well, Larry's had a scare. No doubt about that, especially in the strong
but
position he
you
was in.
know, leaving those balls for the end was asking for trouble when he could have shot them a lot earlier. I just don't get that thinking.
Well done to Spud Boy. If that's
Well,
how he
Spud Boy
was
played a good
playing
match,
against
and
Tommy,
well-
he made a match of it, made Larry
done.
work at the end.
Well done to Larry. He figured out how to win.
And Larry's fallen over the line again, 11 racks to 9.
And Larry's
And
still in the winner's bracket, right?
And the bad news for Larry is that once Albinario takes care of you-know-who, Larry is... no, he isn't. I've read that wrong. I have read it right. Larry's his next victim.
Well, that's that's the match that's not going to happen, right?
Well, we think Stubb is going to lose his bottle and let Albinario go through. We all taking bets. We think Stubb's not up for the fight. Well, if Stubb wants an example of how to actually mix it with these guys, he only has to look at how Spud Boy did tonight and hung in there with Larry. If Stubb could only use his head instead of banging to no avail, he might actually get a bit more success. But anyway, we know what he'll do. Right, now I think things have been happening here. We've got a match later on, which I won't be around for. Maybe Slim will be there. You've got Tommy and I'm a Beginner at 10 p.m. tonight. You've got One Pocket Slim and Rabbi. Slim will be streaming that tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. So there won't be any 9-ball Scottish doubles with me and Slim tomorrow night because he's going to be busy. And then you've got Cobra and Balls because Balls got through. Coldest Pillow has gone AWOL. We don't know what's happened to him. He missed the match.
Hopefully he's okay, because that's kind of surprising he missed the match.
And that's a week tonight. Sorry, a week. It is. This is the second, isn't it? So it's next Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. with Cobra and Balls. Now, the other thing to mention is that this bank pool tournament hasn't had anybody sign up for it for at least a week and maybe longer. I tried to post the link in the lobby a few times. Nobody showed any interest, but I think there's still 11 in it.
Well, Banks is not everybody's favorite game. I mean, I think it's a great game, and I think it behooves people playing it. But you know,
we got 19 in it the last time, didn't we? So we've got until we'll get 10 days to go to get more people in this thing. And that's pretty much it. What does Spud Boy say there?
I haven't seen proposal from either Albie or Stubb at this point.
And what's the deadline for them? I never even looked at that.
November 7th. So that would be, when is that? That's on Friday. Friday's the deadline.
Oh, I'm in the wrong tournament, that's why. You said it was what, Friday?
Friday, yep.
Right, well.
Friday, November 7th.
And I don't think Stubb's going to be proactive in that. I think I've got a funny feeling Stubb waits until the other player does something before he even thinks about making a move.
Stubb's got no chance. I mean, normally I would say like in any other game, like 9-ball or whatever, Stubb could play great, get some luck and win. In this game, I don't see any way he can win because he just blasts balls around, and you just can't win in 8-ball like that against a good player.
Yeah. See if I can type and get my space bar to work again. I thought Spud, I'll say that again. I thought Spud did well holding himself together.
I thought Spud played great. I mean, you know, he's taken a huge leap in his playing ability.
If he sticks at it, but I think I have to say this, I think he's found a game that is more suited to him, where it forces him more to think about what he's doing. I mean, 9-ball, I don't think forces you to think an awful lot. Let's be honest.
But here's the thing is that playing 8-ball, it will help his 9-ball game.
Yeah,
I tell people this all the time. Like, playing one pocket helps all your games because you're always shooting a lot of kick shots and safety shots and things that, you know, when it comes around the 9-ball, those shots come up.
Spud's going to need some consoling here because I think he's thinking he gave it away.
Well, I mean,
if we want to be critical, we could easily say yes, you did, but
I mean, you're gonna miss balls some and stuff. You're not gonna play perfect. Yeah. I mean, he's seeing big improvement, and that's nice. I mean, you know, that's what you want to see.
Well, he got a good result against Tommy. Admittedly, Tommy doesn't get a lot of table time. He just showed up, tried to play off the bat, and it didn't work. And then he was sort of deep in the mire against Larry, hung in there. Things happened, and suddenly finds himself back in it with a chance to win.
He's still in the tournament,
and he's still in the tournament, of course. Yeah.
He's going to play the winner of probably Bankster and Viking 210 because I doubt River City's going to play.
Well, that always, anybody who looks at the result or watches the stream later on will think, right, well, Spud Boy, he was always the sort of sitting duck. He was always the easy target, they thought. But now he's found a game that I think is more suited to his mindset. It forces him to think about what he's doing a lot more.
I keep telling guys, keep playing in these tournaments, keep playing the better players, you're going to get better. And Spud Boy, he didn't get better, he didn't get better, he didn't get better. And then all of a sudden he got better. And that's what happens. You just got to keep at it.
Well, good luck to Spud. Good luck to Larry, because Larry knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. It's more. But again, this is the thing about Stub. Stub knows, and we know that Stub does have a chance against Albinario, but not the way he plays. That's the problem. He only sees it one way. If he can take an example from Spud, who was a lot more deliberate. Stub isn't deliberate. He's just, offhand. He's going to smack at balls.
This is his worst game. This is by far his worst game. Well, it's
like I said earlier, it's where you get found out. You get found out in this game, in 8-ball. You will get found out. If you've got weaknesses, they're going to jump out like a sore thumb. Everybody will spot them. We've already spotted them in this tournament with Stub. He's just banging at balls and no control.
But that's why this stream's a great stream to listen to, because
I don't think Stub's ever been listening.
You can see, what guys are doing. You can hear opinions about, other ways they could have played it that might be better, and maybe learn something and get better.
Yeah, when I said that about Spud Boy, by the way, the little disclaimer there is, I think the 8-ball does force Spud Boy to think better about what he's doing. I take that. That does not apply to Stub, because nothing affects Stub in any way. He's got one way of playing, and that's it.
Larry, you got a better chance of teaching your cat to play 8-ball than you do Stub.
Right, I'm off for a coffee and then heading to bed.
Yep. Right.
Unless you get any secrets to avail us of what you're doing, Steve, or anything, then we'll head south then for the night.
I have no secrets today. Remember, I was a pool player yesterday.
Right, back to work then.
All right.
Okay, folks, thanks to Steve. Thanks for your company. Hope you enjoyed it. Well done to Larry. You survived. You've missed a bullet, dodged a bullet, as you guys say. Lived to fight another day, and so has Spud Boy. Don't fear anybody, Spud Boy. Nobody will take you for granted now, having seen how you've done. So good luck in surviving. And we'll see you later, folks. Good night.
Good night.
Enjoyed that.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.